DPS confirms tactical team took approximately an hour to arrive and kill Robb Elementary gunman. A fucking hour. I mean, this kid is just walking around, absolutely no care in the world, just taking pot shots at little kids. Like, this is an 18-year-old kid just walking in, killing fourth graders, and it takes over an hour, or not over an hour, approximately an hour, to get there and finally take this guy out. I feel like one motivated parent, one special forces unit could have gone in and killed that guy in 10 minutes flat. This is an 18-year-old with no training, as far as we know, slaughtering kids in an elementary school, and the police are too afraid to enter the building because it's pretty much a thing in the police now that they're not willing to accept casualties. No one's willing to put their life on the line when it's not their children. And they ask you to leave it to the public, or they ask the public to leave it to the professionals. Well, if the professionals can't do their goddamn job, then I would say, if you would have informed the parents that the kids were being slaughtered and some of the parents with guns would have gone in and killed that kid quicker than those police did. Absolutely ridiculous. And then in the press conference afterwards, someone was like, it could have been a lot worse. I don't think so. This is about one of the worst possible outcomes. I mean, the fucking kid's trigger finger probably got tired from shooting so much. Jesus Christ. At a Thursday press conference, DPS Regional Safety Director Victor Escalon Jr. said that the team that entered the school and killed the gunman who murdered 19 students and 2 teachers at Robb Elementary, well, good job for finally fucking killing him. Good job. And 2 teachers at Robb Elementary on Tuesday didn't arrive on the campus until approximately an hour. Okay, so they didn't even arrive until about an hour later? Jesus Christ. Why? Approximately an hour after the first responding officers made their way into the school. Escalon said the first officers on the scene entered the building, came under fire, and back to a safe location where they requested backup. There it is. What, one unit can't take on one 18-year-old? Is that what you're saying? So they got shot at. They're like, oh, crap, we could possibly die. They left and they waited for backup. Well, how many officers were first there on the scene? How many officers were there? If there was 3, 4, that's enough to take on one person. I mean, are you guys not trained to take on one gunman? For fuck's sake. And what I heard too is that they stopped parents from entering the building to go get their kids while they do nothing. Came under fire and back to a safe location where they requested backup and ushered staff and students into other rooms. The Border Patrol tactical team that ultimately killed the shooter, the Border Patrol tactical team had to show up, ultimately killed the shooter, arrived an hour after the first initial engagement, the director said. Officers were calling for additional resources, tactical teams. We needed specialty equipment. Why? We needed body armor. No, you didn't. Again, you wanted all those things because you didn't want to get shot. And no one wants to get shot, but that's your job as police. I think one police officer should have taken on the kid. I mean, is there no cops out there that are willing to put their lives on the line to save a school full of children? I know that the parents would have definitely put their lives on the line, but we're going to ask parents not to take action when you're not willing to put your life on the line? Absolutely ridiculous. You would ask that of parents. If you're not willing to sacrifice your life to save those kids, then why on earth would you ask the parents to do nothing? It seems incredibly immoral to me to ask someone to do nothing if you're not going to act on their behalf.